Hey, welcome back to the CK Fact. If you are tuning in today, it means you've made it past the let's match and text stage. I'm so excited for you. You've actually agreed to meet up, and that's awesome and a huge step, right? And you're probably feeling a mix of excitement and nerves, and you're wondering what happens now. Well, how about we dive into it together? Because let's be honest, the first date can sometimes feel like you're walking a tightrope, balancing between not wanting to come off too eager and not wanting to look like you're a contestant on a reality TV show. I mean, who wouldn't love to be on a TV show, right? Trust me, I've been there, and honestly, sometimes I still get those first date jitters. I mean, this is the first time you're seeing someone in real life, not just through a screen. So let's take a minute to breathe, laugh, and get through this together. You've arrived at your destination. You've parked your car. You've double-checked your outfit in the rearview mirror. And now you're standing outside the venue, doing that awkward shuffle. Do I call them? Do I just walk in? Is that creepy? Trust me, I've been there, and let me tell you, it's completely normal. You're not alone in that moment of, should I just pretend like I'm cool? I do want to say the word normal will come up a lot in our conversation because whatever you're going through is normal, so don't panic. But here's the thing, you're probably not as nervous as you think you are. The person you're about to meet, they're just as nervous as you. Seriously, we've all been in that situation, wondering if we said something stupid or if we're about to accidentally spill a drink all over them. I'm going to give you an example and take you back to my first date with Lee. Yes, the one who is now my husband. Thank you very much. I swear, I felt like I was about to pass out from nerves. My palms were sweaty. I was second guessing everything. I texted him thinking, did I talk too much? Should I have toned it down on the jokes? Did I sound too eager? Like, who am I kidding, right? I was ready to faint. But then when I walked into that cafe, the smelly cheesecake, I probably looked like a deer caught in headlights. But then you know what happened? We started talking, and I realized we both had the same ridiculous sense of humor, and it clicked. So the moral of the story, don't overthink it. Walk in, give it a smile, and remind yourself that this is just two people meeting to see if there's a connection. A little awkwardness is fine. It's normal. And it's what makes the whole experience feel real. So now that you've arrived and survived the awkward greeting, it's time to keep the conversation rolling. But let's be real here. Making small talk can feel like you're trying to build a sandcastle with a spoon. It's tricky. And honestly, don't overthink it. Just be curious, be present, and let the conversation happen naturally. On my first date with Lee, we started talking about the most random things, like our childhood pets, bizarre food we've tried. We even looked at maps of England and South Africa to see the houses we lived in. We spoke about our favorite travel destinations, except his list was a lot longer than mine. But you know what? It worked. And here's the thing. No one wants to hear your entire life story on a first date. You don't need to tell them about your entire vacation in Bali or your detailed work history, unless you're both getting into the nitty-gritty, which you don't want them to go to sleep, of course. Keep things light, fun, and relaxed. Maybe throw in a quirky question like, what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen? If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? What's something most people wouldn't guess about you? The goal here is to have a conversation that gives you both a little peek into each other's world, without the pressure of feeling like you have to impress them with every word. And hey, you can make it funny. When I first started talking to Lee about my childhood obsession, and this is going to sound crazy, I used to enjoy eating bubblegum and lollies. And I told him how my grandparents used to wake up early every morning because the first thing I wanted was bubblegum and lollies. But my grandparents used to walk to the shops early morning to get me some. I was honestly laughing at myself. And that's what made the whole thing so fun. You've got to be willing to share the weird stuff, and that's what makes it memorable. Here's a trick for those awkward silences. Because let's face it, it is bound to happen. Don't think it's not, it definitely will. Don't panic though. Just relax and embrace the quiet. If there's a pause, it's not the end of the world. Sometimes it's just the brain catching up with a conversation. You don't have to fill every second with chatter. Your date has ended. And now the one thing we all wait for, which is so frustrating, is the waiting game. And the thoughts that go through our minds basically. Did they like me? Did I talk too much? Did they think I was weird? I'm sure you've asked yourself all these questions a million times after a date. And guess what? I always say this, you're not alone. I still remember after my first date with Lee, I spent the whole next day overanalyzing everything. I'm surprised that I could actually function through that day. I was thinking, did I laugh too loud? Did I talk too much about that embarrassing travel incident? Or did I just talk too much in general? My brain was on fire and not in the cute way. And then, of course, I did the classic, which I know I'm not alone and everyone else has done. Check my phone every 5 minutes, waiting for a text that never seemed to come. Nothing. Zilch. Radio silence. And once again, my brain starts thinking, I think I've messed up. What did I say wrong? But guess what? He wasn't ignoring me. He wasn't playing games. He was just being, as I've mentioned before, and the word that comes across a lot, normal. He texted me later that night and we picked up right away where we left off. So here's the big takeaway. If you're in the waiting period, take a breather. Don't obsess over the timing. If they had a good time, they'll reach out. And if they don't, that is not a reflection of you. Sometimes two people are just not the right fit, and that's okay. There's no need to get yourself twisted into little knots. But let's just say he does text you back and you're both stoked to keep chatting. That is awesome news. But there is one thing. Don't rush into the big question of what are we conversation. Take it slow. Enjoy the moment. Getting too serious too soon can often make things feel forced. And it does put a lot of pressure on people as well. The first date is just the beginning. You're testing the waters to see if there's real chemistry and if you both enjoy each other's company. If it's clicking, awesome. If it's not, that's okay too. Don't rush things. Let them unfold naturally. Keep the pressure low, the fun high, and as always, be yourself. So there you have it, my friends. The first date is important, but it's not the end all be all of your relationship journey. It's about getting to know the other person without putting pressure on yourself to be perfect. If you feel nervous, that's totally normal. We all do. Even the person sitting across from you is probably wondering, am I saying the right thing? Are they into me? They are nervous too. So remember, have fun. The goal isn't to find perfection. It's to find someone whose weirdness matches yours. Keep it light, stay true to yourself, and trust that the right person will appreciate you for exactly who you are. So be you. Thanks for hanging out with me today on the CK Effect. Don't forget to tune in next time. Until then, go have fun with the process. And remember, it's all about finding someone who gets you. Catch you next time.